Hey, welcome back everybody. So in this episode, we are going to talk about chicken tikka masala. This is one of my favorite dishes to make during the week when I don't have a lot of time. It only takes about 35 to 40 minutes to prepare. One cool thing about this video is I'm going to show you how to make my very own custom curry powder. So if you ever buy that junk from the store, don't do it. So to get started, you need paprika, ground black pepper, coriander, cardamom, garam masala, ginger, turmeric, paprika, cayenne pepper, some flavor dust, also known as salt, and some avocado oil. You're also going to need a can of San Marzano tomatoes and 1 can of coconut milk. So to get started, we're going to put all of this in a bowl. So to keep this super easy, all you have to remember is that you do a tablespoon of cumin, a tablespoon of turmeric, and every single thing else is going to be 1 teaspoon. So super easy. This is my version of a curry powder. There's a whole lot of ways to do it, but you should be good to go. Next, we're going to slice up an onion. I need a diced onion, so follow the lines. If you notice here, I've left the stem part of the onion on, and that just helps me hold it all together. Onions have lines going down them. You can see them really easily, so if you just follow those lines, go vertically, just like that, and then give it a turn, 90 degrees, and just keep slicing. And what this is going to do is it's going to dice your onion. So if you've ever wondered what the secret was to cutting an onion without crying, well, the secret is just cut it so fast you don't smell it. So now that I got my onions all together, next I need to get some chicken prepped. So I took 3 pretty big chicken thighs here. I trimmed off some of the fat, but I leave a little bit of it because fat is flavor, right? From there, we want them to be about bite-sized. After you get your chicken prepped, throw it in a bowl and put some avocado oil on it. So I used about a tablespoon of avocado oil, just enough to coat the chicken because I need it to have a surface that the spices will stick to. So we're going to start out by pouring up our curry powder to the chicken, and we're going to give it a good toss to make sure that we can get it as coated as we want. And you're going to see when you use half, you'll get a pretty good coating. So once you get to that point, you're going to add the remaining half of your curry powder, and that's just in case you have any pieces of raw chicken exposed. So the goal is to just get all of it covered. You don't want to see any raw chicken, and when it's ready, and it looks absolutely beautiful right there, and it already starts to smell great. So the trick here, and the trick with most curries, is that you want to toast the spices. So into a cast iron wok, you can do this with any pan in your kitchen, just make sure it's deep enough to hold the gravy. You're going to get that nice and hot, and then you're going to add your chicken into that oil, and it will immediately start sizzling. The trick with chicken, when you do this, is you're trying to toast it. You're not cooking the chicken here. We're literally just trying to toast the spices. So don't be afraid to do this in batches. If you overcrowd a pan of chicken, it'll actually steam the chicken and not toast because it will release too many juices. So if you see it's nice and brown, once we do that, we take all the chicken out, we set it aside, and we leave all of that goodness in the pan. We're going to add just a touch more avocado oil, maybe another tablespoon, and then we're going to toss in those onions that we just got done dicing, and without crying. So from here, you're going to give it a stir, and you're going to notice right away that the liquid inside the onions plus that oil, it's going to start pulling all of that toasted spice up, and then we add in our San Marzanos. San Marzanos are amazing tomatoes. I don't cook with anything else. They're peeled, they're super soft. And the cool part about using the tongs at this point is that you can actually take your tongs and smash them. Another option to do this is to actually put it in a bowl and smash it by hand, but why get your hands dirty when you can do it with tongs? Once you get this smashed, I like the bits of tomato. This is also a good time if you want to add like some diced potato to this if you want. I don't normally do it, but you can. From here, you're ready to go. Take all your chicken and pour it right in the pot. You're going to then mix the chicken in this, and don't forget about the juices that come out of the bowl with the chicken. That is all flavor. Don't forget to add it. Do not be stingy on the juice. Throw it in the pot. And once you get them in there, you're going to give it a good mix. Try to toss it around as best you can. And you're going to immediately start to see those toasted spices start coming off your chicken and spreading all around the pan. And that's exactly what you're looking for. So then, because you're tired of being stupid, you get a spoon because it makes your life a whole lot easier and you actually toss it correctly. This is what it should look like once it's looking good, and you're just going to let this simmer for about 15 minutes, and then you're going to add in the star of the show, the can of coconut milk. So what this does is this is going to bring a slightly sweet creamy element to this dish, and it's also going to help tone back down the cayenne pepper that you put from your curry mix. So this is going to have a heat that starts in the back of your mouth and actually builds its way forward. So this is not the kind of dish that you put in your mouth and it's immediately fire. I know a lot of people are scared about hot Indian food in that way, but you shouldn't be. This has so much depth of flavor. It is rich, it is slightly spicy, it's creamy, it is just absolutely beautiful, and everybody that you give this to is going to love it. So at this point, put some rice on, and then when the rice is done, the chicken is done. Put the rice down, spoon it on, add some coriander, you're good to go. See you next time.